Hey y'all, it is the Bearded Thrift Machine. Today we're going to do 40 what's sold on eBay, so stay tuned. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julian, also known as the Bearded Thrift Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online for a profit and make YouTube videos about it. So today we're going to go over 40 what's sold on eBay for me in the last couple of days, so let's go ahead and get started. What I'm also going to try to tell you is how much I have in them and how long it took to sell. This one right here is going to be a right-handed Adams iron set 4-to-sand wedge GT500 irons, and they did so for $105, and the buyer did pay shipping. I did take a best offer on that and took about 4 months to sell, I think. This one right here is a Honeywell thermostat. Did pick it up for $4 a couple weeks ago at a yard sale, and it sold for $24.90, and the buyer did pay shipping. These I've had for a really long time. These are just lead sinkers. Sold for $20 free shipping, and a pad of flat rates for $7.91 now, and I don't have anything in them at this time. These couple weeks ago at a yard sale, $2 a piece, so I have $4 into them. So for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping, and these are vintage belt buckles from Peterbilt, and one says keep on trucking. This one is nothing but a head cover, $7, and the buyer did pay shipping of $3. Adams hybrid head cover. Had probably nothing into it at this time, and did probably take a while to sell because I don't remember ever picking that one up. This one is a non-name brand. Like, I don't think Dynacraft is a name brand for golf. Maybe I'm wrong. But the reason why I picked this up at the Goodwill for $3 a long time ago is because it was a 65-degree lob wedge, which 65 degrees is like a really, different type of wedge. Anything over 60 I feel like is a different type of wedge, so I've always picked those up. And it was a left-handed club, and I did make money on it, so I only spent $3 and did so for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one is another vintage belt buckle, so for $10, and the buyer did pay shipping, and this was just a picture of a tow truck. This one is a snowflake girl and boy teddy bear from 2006, $18.50. The buyer did pay shipping. I have a ton of these. I probably have 100 more bears. So if you're in the market for any type of bear that looks like this, I have them and will give you a really good deal because it's all profit at this point. This one right here is a tailor-made burner super steel 3-wood, $17, and the buyer did pay shipping. Probably have $3 in this, and I have probably a long time ago I bought that, maybe probably more than 5 months. The yarn that I bought has been a bust. I spent $50-some on the yarn, and I'm still haven't made my money back. So this right here is just trying to make my money back on the yarn. These are some yarn things, $5, and the buyer did pay shipping. I still know nothing about yarn. This is a carbon fiber barrel to a paintball gun, so for $25, and the buyer did pay shipping. The barrel was kind of beat, like on the sides. It was like not that great looking. It could have gone for like $40. New ones I think go for $60, but I was happy to get $25, and it didn't only take like a little bit to sell, probably about a month or two. If you see Ping, I usually pick those up, and this was a Ping I-25 black dot W wedge, so for $40, and the buyer did pay shipping, and I think I only had $3 in that at a Goodwill. This one is going to be a tailor-made rack 8-iron, had it for a really long time, probably 6 or 8 months at this point, have nothing into it, and sold for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping. This is going to be the first stuff that sold out of the storage unit. These were 2 Tippmann paintball guns, model 98, and sold them for $40, and the buyer did pay shipping, and I sold them for parts because they were pretty beat up. There was issues with both of them, so I just tried to get some money for them. This one sold the next day, which was a Tippmann paintball. This was a Model Pro carbine. This one was pretty neat though, but it was also beat, had a whole bunch of air leaks on it, and I'm not going to spend time to rebuild them. And this one sold the same day for $25, and the buyer did pay shipping. These Williams wrenches, I usually don't sell Williams wrenches like that fast or for this amount of money. This was a Vulcan brand, like actually on the Williams, it said that. It had like a different finish to it, so these must be in demand because they sold for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping, and they sold very quickly. So I would be looking out for Williams with that Vulcan brand stamped on it because they do pretty well. This is an Adams tight lie. This was also from the storage unit. I'm not in the green yet on the storage unit. I still have about $50 more to go. So I've made my $250 back so far, but I have, again, 50 more bucks to go, and I'm in the profit, and I still have a lot of stuff listed. So I'm pretty happy with that. And so for $18, and the buyer did pay shipping. This was also from the storage unit. Callaway Razor Fit Forged Composite Driver Head only, $25, and the buyer did pay shipping. This is also from the storage unit. This is a right-handed Callaway X2 Hot Single Iron. So for $10, and the buyer did pay shipping. This is from a while back at a yard sale, probably about a month ago now, maybe a little bit more. This is a Sony CyberShot camera. So I picked it up for $4 and sold it for $26.10, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one's had forever, probably 8 months. TaylorMade golf burner, oversized 6-iron, sold for $17.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. This I picked up a while ago at an auction with a guitar. I already sold the guitar on eBay. This one sold for $33, and the buyer actually picked this up and did a arrangement through eBay to pick it up locally. So that wasn't bad. So he didn't pay any shipping, but I sold it for $33. That was all profit. This one, a while back, I picked up stuff from shopgoodwill.com, a hat lot. This was in that, finally starting to sell some of these vintage hats. And this one sold for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping. I'm already good on the hat lot, so that's going to be pure profit. A while back, I picked up a whole bunch of Department 56 Snow Village stuff, and that's been selling off slowly, but it has picked up as the Christmas season arrives. And this one sold for $22.50, and the buyer did pay shipping, and that was a USPS and a mailman like combo. Pretty cool. This was from the storage unit. This is going to be a 20-pound dumbbell hex. This one was pretty beat, and it sold still very fast for $22.50, and the buyer did pay shipping, and I shipped that in a medium flat rate box, so it was $15 for the buyer to ship that. This one I bought last weekend, I think, or the weekend before, at a garage sale for like $1 or maybe even less than that. And it is a graphics card, MS1V301. I stated that it was untested, and it still sold very quickly for $17, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one is from the storage locker. This is a tactical holster, and it was for a right-handed pistol. I put everything that is said on the package, and it sold for $18, and the buyer did pay shipping. These I've had for a really long time. Proto vintage adapters. And like one socket, and it sold for $13.50, and the buyer did pay shipping, like 8 or 9 months, super long. I have $24 into these King Cobra oversized clubs. It was 3 through 9 iron plus a pitching wedge. It did sell for $70, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one right here is a vintage Craftsman box wrench, sold for $4.50, and the buyer did pay shipping. Tiny wrench, and it didn't take that long to sell. I actually think I just posted that one. I don't really pick up Orvis stuff anymore. This was from a really long time ago, maybe 9 months. It's an Orvis pullover with elbow protectors. I thought it was a really cool looking pullover, super heavy, but it sold for $7, and the buyer did pay shipping. Took forever, and I'm not picking any more of those up. This is also from the storage locker. It was just the head of a club also, and it was a Titleist wedge, and it did sell for $20, and the buyer did pay shipping and sold within 1 day. This is also in the storage locker, and I did test this out, and this did work. This was a Sony PlayStation 2 Slim, has a silver controller with it, and a couple games like Guitar Hero and one 007 game, and sold for $55, and the buyer did pay shipping, and it sold within 12 hours. These I've had for a really long time, but I think they sold for a really good price. These are 3-pound brass hammers. Each one of those weighed 3 pounds, and they did sell for $40, and the buyer did pay shipping on that, and it didn't fit in any flat rate. It was just how long that one hammer was, so it was pretty expensive to ship. This one I picked up from, I actually had this from the attic lot. If you remember one of my YouTubes, I bought a whole attic. I'm in the good, like super in the good for all that, and decorations that was up there. I wish that it would go for more, I think it would have went for a lot more, but the shipping's so expensive because this is such a long piece. So I did settle with $25 and the buyer paying shipping on. I'm in the good, so it's pure profit, but it is a big item to ship. These right here are just a kind of like a no-name Torx bit series. It is missing some, as you can see right there. Free shipping, and so for $18, which means I'm probably only gonna make about 10 bucks on them. This I got for free. I put on my Instagram, I got a whole bunch of stuff for free. Me and Kayla picked up like a lot and crammed her Camry full of free stuff. I was supposed to do a YouTube video on it, but I just didn't get around to it. I was really busy with the storage locker, but I had listed some of that free stuff, and it was a whole bunch of old Navy stuff from like the 80s and 90s. And this one was a 1985 like CB's like reminiscence book, almost like a yearbook, and it sold for $75, and the buyer did pay shipping. I just priced it. There weren't any online or anything, so I don't know if I priced it too high or too low, but it sold very quickly, so I'm just happy that goes to somebody that was probably in that Navy unit back in 1985 maybe. This one right here is a sterling silver jewelry. This doesn't look like a ring from the picture, but it's a ring, and it sold for $10, and the buyer did pay shipping. Took a really long time to sell. This is also from the storage unit. This is going to be a 30-pound single dumbbell, sold for $40.50, and the buyer did pay shipping. So that is 40 what sold for me in the last couple of days on eBay. So hopefully this has been educational. Hopefully you can go out there and find some of these items for cheap and make some money yourself. So if you like this type of content, if you would, like the video, give me a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And you know, I'll catch you on the next one.